Hi, I'm Chris Burns from Techie Gurus, and I had a really cool video idea. I was going to talk about bring your own device this week and the risks and the dangers of that in the business. But last night I came across something that kind of changed my mind a little bit, and I wanted to address it. There's a reckoning coming in my industry. Companies that manage IT for other businesses, there's a reckoning coming. And let me dive into this and explain a little bit. When you go to hire an IT company, you might search IT company, city, whatever. Go to Google. If you use Bing, good for you. Nobody uses Bing, but if you do, same thing. You'll come across a bunch of results, right? And a lot of times you go to their website and they'll be like, yeah, we have really fast service. We offer the best technology. We're a partner of yours. We're going to, we're going to offer you a firewall, an antivirus, and things like that. That's really cool. Everybody should be doing that. Those aren't benefits to your business. The benefits to your business they should be looking for are you going to bring risks to my business and then offer me mitigation techniques against those risks? And what happened last night is I'm reading about an MSP that I know of, a managed service provider that I know of, that just lost an arbitration case. So they were providing IT services for another company. That company had a business email compromise. They clicked on a phishing link. One of their employees, I guess it was their CEO, got compromised. And let's just put it this way, they lost a bunch of money. Now, they went to arbitration, and they lost because they had no security staff that they'd hired. Nobody in their company had any kind of security training. They weren't using a phishing tool that was known outside of the industry of managed service providers, managed IT service providers. And there's no third-party validation, and they lost. They lost a contract, they lost a customer, and the financial arrangement is confidential, so I'm not sure how much they lost, but they lost. Over the last couple of years, we've seen other IT companies get breached for whatever reason, lacks of security controls in their business, and their customers got ransomware, or their customers got hacked because of that. Now, you need to be aware of that because it's important. It's important when you contract with somebody or you hire somebody to do your IT that they're taking all of the appropriate precautions in their business to protect you. Just as you have to take the right precautions in your business to protect your customers. It's the same thing. So if I'm the weak link, if I'm providing IT to you and I'm the weak link, technically you're a weak link to all of your employees or all your customers, because if I get you ransomed and then it affects your customers, it kind of cascades down. So the things you need to think about when you're going to hire an IT company isn't like how cheap can I get this? How much can I save? It's, are they bringing me the right things? Are they coming in and talking about the risk to my business? Are they actually doing a risk assessment? Are they saying, okay, look, I need to look at your data. I need to look at all of your encompassing IT, and I need to look for threats. I need to look for vulnerabilities in your systems to take care of those for you, to manage those risks for you. Because at the end of the day, the risk is still yours, but you're creating a shared responsibility where we're trying to help you manage your risk, and that's what we do. So one thing that you should do is, it's something called threat modeling. It's really a proactive approach to achieving security in a business. So what we want to do is make sure that we have the right controls in place to protect against threats for your specific business. So it depends on what industry you're in, the threats are different. The advanced persistent threat actors out there are different. If you're manufacturing, it's different than finance. Sometimes they're the same, sometimes they're not. So what we need to do is create a threat profile. A threat profile is basically a detailed profile of your company, your data, your assets, and then what can we do to implement controls, so technical, so hard, but it could be antivirus, firewalls, security operations center, things like that we can put in your business to protect you against the threats that are going to attack your type of business. That's what you should be worried about. Not necessarily that you should be worried about managed IT, because a ton of companies can do managed IT. Managed IT, at the end of the day, most companies are the same. There are differences in your business because you will use different software and things like that. But at the end of the day, it's pretty similar across the board. And then you do custom things for each customer. But what you can't do is just go hire the cheapest company that may not have cyber liability insurance, that could be a friend, that could be somebody you go to church with, it could be somebody that you know that's a friend of a friend, it could be somebody that, it's in your family. you may not sue them. If you get breached, you may not sue them. If your email gets compromised, you may not sue them. But guess who will? Your insurance company. And they don't care. And that's the thing that I have to worry about now. So when I get my business liability insurance every single year, we have cyber liability insurance. My list of things I have to go through for cyber liability is about 143 items because we provide IT services. The typical one that I'm seeing for like customers and prospects is under 30. So they want you to implement things that are like a quarter or less than what we have to implement. But that doesn't mean that that's it. That's what they're requiring for you to get the insurance. We want to go above and beyond that and say, okay, what other things that we need to protect you against? What other things we help you manage your risk? So I know that's a lot, and ask questions, please. Comment down below. I'll put a booking link in here if you want. I'll post that on both LinkedIn and Facebook. I'll put a booking link in there. We can have a 15-minute conversation. We talk about your business, talk about like who's maybe looking to attack you and what things you need to do. Maybe you're not happy with your IT. Maybe you love them. You don't have to just get rid of your IT company if you want to bring in security. We can absolutely come in and help a business with just security if that's what you want, but we'll define those roles and responsibilities very clearly, because at the end of the day, if we bring a threat to you or a risk to you and we're not helping you manage it, it's on the other company to do that. So that's important. So we like to do everything. We have security people in place. I have CISSP. I did hundreds of hours of training and in preparation for that before I went and took the test. It's an ongoing process. I have to do CPEs, so continuing professional education credits every single year. I have an employer right now going through OSCP, which is for penetration testing and vulnerability assessments. Look, we have the staff. We can help protect your business. It's just up to you to determine whether that's what you want to do or if you just want to stick with just somebody that manages your IT. But just understand the risks that go with just somebody that's managing your IT. Understand the risks of somebody that just says, hey, I can bring in a great firewall and antivirus. Well, I'll tell you this, we can get by 100% of firewalls and 100% of antiviruses. It's not that hard. Those are controls you need. Those are things that you need in your business, but there are ways to get around them. And you just have to understand that. So it's not a scary thing, it's just an awareness thing. So if you have questions, comments, please post down below. I hope you have a great, safe 4th of July weekend, and I'll see you again next week.